You turn the tap. Water flows out instantly. Clear, cold, safe. You drink it without thinking. You cook with it. You wash your hands with it. It feels simple, almost automatic. But that water did not begin in your kitchen. It didn't start inside the pipe behind your wall. It began somewhere else. Maybe as rain falling from the sky. Maybe in a river miles away. Maybe deep underground, hidden beneath layers of rock and soil. Before it reached your glass, it traveled through nature, through machines, through filters, and through a maze of underground pipes. Every drop has a story, a journey most of us never see. We trust that when we turn the handle, clean water will be there, and almost always it is. But where does it actually come from? And what has to happen before it reaches you? If you enjoy learning how everyday things really work, consider subscribing to the channel. There's a lot happening behind the scenes of the world around us, and we're just getting started. Tap water is water that is delivered directly to homes and buildings through a public system of pipes. In most towns and cities, it is treated and tested to make sure it is safe to drink. That means it must meet strict health standards before it ever reaches your faucet. In some rural areas, people use private wells instead of a public system. But whether it comes from a city network or a well in the ground, the goal is the same: provide clean, safe water for everyday use. What makes tap water special is not just that it is convenient. It is that it is controlled. It is checked. It is managed carefully so that when you turn the tap, you don't have to worry about what's coming out. But long before it enters the system, it begins its journey in nature. Most tap water begins as rain. When clouds release water, it falls to the ground as rain or snow. Some of it flows across the land into rivers, lakes, and reservoirs. This is called surface water. You can see it. Large rivers that pass through cities, lakes surrounded by forests, man-made reservoirs created by dams. These open water sources supply millions of people around the world, but not all rain stays on the surface. Some of it slowly sinks into the ground. It moves through layers of soil, sand, and rock. As it travels down, the earth naturally filters out many impurities. Over time, this water collects deep underground in spaces between rocks. These hidden stores of water are called aquifers. We cannot see them, but they hold huge amounts of fresh water beneath our feet. Whether from a river you can stand beside or from an aquifer far below the surface, this is where the journey of tap water truly begins. Groundwater is one of the most important sources of drinking water in many parts of the world. Because it moves slowly through soil and rock, it is often naturally cleaner than surface water. The layers above it act like a filter, removing dirt and some harmful organisms. To reach this water, cities drill deep wells into the ground. Powerful pumps bring it up to the surface. Even though it has already been filtered by nature, it still needs to be treated before it is safe to drink. Surface water, on the other hand, is easier to access but more exposed. Rivers and lakes can collect pollution from farms, roads, and cities. Leaves, mud, bacteria, and other materials can wash into them after heavy rain. That means surface water usually needs more cleaning before it can be used. No matter the source, once the water is collected, it begins the next stage of its journey: treatment. At the treatment plant, the goal is simple: make the water safe to drink. But the process takes several careful steps. First, the water is cleaned of large particles like dirt, leaves, and sand. Small chemicals are added that help tiny bits of dirt stick together. These clumps become heavy and sink to the bottom of large tanks. This step is called settling. After that, the water moves through filters made of sand, gravel, or special materials that remove even smaller particles. By this point, the water looks clear. But it still may contain bacteria or other tiny organisms that we cannot see. So the final step is disinfection. A small amount of chlorine or another disinfectant is added to kill harmful germs. The amount is carefully controlled to keep the water safe without affecting taste too much. After these steps, the water's clean, tested, and ready to leave the plant. But it still has to reach your home. Once the water leaves the treatment plant, it enters a huge underground network of pipes. These pipes run beneath streets, under buildings, and across entire cities. Large pumps keep the water moving. In many places, water towers are used to create pressure. You may have seen them rising above towns, tall tanks standing on thin legs. They are not just landmarks, they help make sure that when you turn the tap, water flows out with steady pressure. From main pipes, smaller pipes branch off into neighborhoods. Then even smaller pipes connect to individual homes. The system works all day and all night. It must handle showers in the morning, washing machines in the afternoon, and dishwashers in the evening. Behind the scenes, engineers monitor pressure, flow, and quality to make sure everything runs smoothly. By the time the water reaches your faucet, it has traveled miles through this hidden system. And yet, it arrives in seconds. But this system is not perfect. In many places, pipes are old and need repair. Small leaks can waste huge amounts of water over time. In some regions, drought makes water harder to find. Rivers shrink. Reservoirs drop. Underground aquifers can take years, even decades, to refill. Pollution is another challenge. Chemicals from farms, factories, and roads can enter water sources if they are not properly managed. Because of these risks, water systems must constantly adapt. Some cities are building plants that can turn seawater into drinking water. Others clean and reuse wastewater instead of sending it away. Technology is improving, but the need for clean water keeps growing as cities expand. Providing safe tap water is not just about pipes and pumps. It is about planning for the future and protecting the natural sources we depend on. The next time you turn the tap, pause for a moment. Think about the journey behind that simple action. The rain falling from the sky, the rivers flowing through valleys, the water moving slowly through rock deep underground, the pumps, the filters, the miles of pipes beneath your feet. Clean tap water feels ordinary because the system works so well. But it is one of the most carefully managed and important services in modern life. It protects public health, it supports cities, it makes daily routines possible. Every drop has traveled a long way to reach you, and once it does, it becomes part of your story, in a glass, in a meal, in a shower at the end of the day. Something so simple, yet built on nature, science, and constant care. If you found this journey surprising, you're not alone. The most important systems in our lives are often the ones we rarely notice. Water, electricity, the internet, they work quietly in the background, so we don't have to think about them. But understanding where they come from changes how we see them, and maybe even how we value them. If you enjoy exploring the hidden systems that make everyday life possible, make sure to subscribe. There's always more happening beneath the surface. And if you'd like, take a second to look into where your own water comes from. Many local water providers publish reports that explain their sources and how they treat the water. It's easy to forget how much work goes into something that feels so simple. But once you understand the journey, turning on the tap feels a little different. Not just automatic, not just ordinary, but part of a much bigger system that connects nature, engineering, and everyday life.